How to purchase an apartment building. This article is for those homeowners who have decided that they cannot keep their current home and are seeking to move on instead of trying to work out a solution that will stop foreclosure. The situation may be due to a new job in another state that requires a move, a precipitous drop in income that is expected to last long-term, or other circumstances. Because of their poor credit from the foreclosure and falling behind in other debts, however, these homeowners may have a difficult time being able to rent an apartment and start their lives over. Most landlords will not want to discover the fact that the homeowners are currently behind on their mortgage payments or had faced a very recent foreclosure. That will indicate to them that the apartment applicants do not take their housing payment obligations very seriously and may pay the rent late or not at all. The foreclosure victims will have to find a way around the credit check if they are serious about renting an apartment and proving their financial integrity. One way they can do this is to find a landlord that they know or talk to someone in the area in which they want to move and ask if they know of anyone that would allow apartment rentals without a credit check. The key is for the homeowners to let the potential landlord know that their credit is not great at the present time and that they are not willing to damage it even further with more inquiries, but that they want to have an opportunity to start recovering their financial situation. A lot of landlords will be reasonable if the situation is explained to them very clearly and if the former homeowners make a good first impression. If the foreclosure victims do not know any friendly contacts in the area, though, they will have to offer the landlord an incentive to decide not to pull their credit histories and discover the late payments and foreclosure. For this purpose, they can offer an extra amount as a security deposit or offer to pay an extra 2-3 months rent up front in exchange for the landlord not conducting a credit check. The offer of more money is a very powerful incentive for landlords, as they will be able to use the extra resources for current projects and investments. If the former homeowners need a cover story to explain their unwillingness to have their credit pulled, they can use the one in the paragraph above, or simply inform the landlord that they are very private and do not want to give out their social security number and financial information to anyone, since they have been a victim of identity theft in the past. This can be useful to explain their poor credit situation, as well as the reason they cannot give away any personal information that can be used to pull a credit report. Extra cash in the form of a security deposit or extra rent will usually help the landlord see things from the foreclosure victim's perspective. The important point is to concentrate on the desire for personal and financial privacy, or the homeowner's intention to begin repairing their credit because of recent unavoidable financial hardships. As well, it helps to offer the landlord a reason to trust them at their word. These tactics should take care of many of the problems for foreclosure victims attempting to rent an apartment after facing foreclosure, although they may have to speak with several different landlords who will lend an understanding ear in this situation. Money talks, though, and most landlords for the right price can be persuaded not to pull a credit report on applicants. It is unfortunate that not all homeowners are able to save their homes from foreclosure, but each situation is different and needs to be dealt with in the homeowner's best interests. When there are no options left to prevent the foreclosure, or the foreclosure victims do not keep the property but cannot unload it due to market conditions, adding another level of problems, and trying to rent a new apartment just continues the humiliation and rejection that so define foreclosure situations. But even in these cases, with a small amount of planning and the addition of a few financial incentives, the homeowners can get a fresh start and gain some control back over their financial lives.